Hello. Well, did a bunch of filming last night and this morning, and there's one video that YouTube just refuses to upload. I don't know why, but here we are. So, and the weather today is such. I ventured out into the world, and I've had my fill. It's just one of those days where you're like, you know what? I just need a baguette and some hummus and a couple other things, but essentially it came down to like a baguette and some hummus. That really was tickling me. Ouch. So I was like, well, Spirit, we had such a big talk this morning on our other thing. YouTube doesn't seem to want to share that message right now. So what would you like to talk about? So what I heard was, it's two-part. What are the promises, the commitments, the vows, the oaths that you make, and how many times do you break them to yourself and to other people? And then on the flip side, who are the people in your life, again, going back to lip service, these promises, and that can look like anything. Like for me, I never trust anyone that says, you never trust someone that says you can trust me. If someone says to me, hey, you can trust me. Nope. That automatically puts you into all eyes on this fucking prize. Same with, it reminds me of my last partner. She would say all the time, oh, I got your back. Don't worry, babe, I got your back. I'm ride or die for you. And I remember there was many a point before I realized just how dark and terrible things were about to get. But I remember, and I still have it in text too, where I'm like, when is this moment ever gonna, like, you say these things, but like, when is the magical moment of like, where the action meets up with the words? Like, you say these things and you've been saying it now for like 6 years. So like, when is this miraculous moment? Like, when do I get to see it? When is it gonna be demonstrated? It never was. So I'm really hearing to be wary and mindful and look at the people in your life. Who does a lot of chirp, chirp, chirp? Who talks about their love but doesn't seem to demonstrate it? I have a friend, and I've been listening to her talk about her mom for probably since I was 18. It's many a year, many years. Now I know that her mom does not love her, because love is an action. And everything that her mom does as an action is like literally the opposite of love. But what is true of all of us is that the little kid exists in us that wants to love their mom or dad, even when we know they're shitbags. So over Christmas, after listening to the 9 billionth story, and she just keeps going back for more. And so finally I was like, listen, in what ways does your mom show you love? Tell me what that looks like. And it was really sad, to be honest, because it took her a really long time to come up with like one little thing. And so what Spirit is showing me is that there's things that are really obvious, but that are like flying below the radar for you. Like, who are you waiting on? What promises, what lip service announcements are you waiting to bank in on? To be like, oh, this person said, like, this person told me, this person said that this was so. But it's like, everything is an action. Love is an action. Anything less than an action is not love, because love is always about the demonstrations. So Spirit, really wants to talk about the promises that you make to yourself and other people, and how you show up to that. And asking yourself honestly, whoa, the smoke's getting real. Oh, I had a little tornado happening there. That was cool. Sorry, the smoke is being very interesting right now. It's communicating. Not sure what, but it's cool. Oh, maybe the smoke's making a promise to me. Or no, it's demonstrating. Yeah, the smoke isn't talking, it's demonstrating. Thanks, smoke. I know you got my back. Like I mentioned in this morning's video that YouTube won't allow me to post, but there was an incident last night where I needed something. And I did the classic human prayer of like, Spirit, if you'll allow this thing to go through, to happen for me, I will give up something. And I had something very specific in mind. And I've had this conversation before with Spirit. And I do believe I've gone back on my word. But what I know to be true is that when you're really serious about something, you gotta make a sacrifice. It's like the Hanged Man. There's so many traditions where you have to give something of your comfort and of your desire, something you really love, something that's important to you, something that's like really hard for you to give up, you know? Whether it's for 40 days or for life. But I made the commitment. I said, you know what? If you allow this thing to go through and be demonstrated tonight, I will happily give up this thing for the rest of my life. And you know what? I intend to keep that promise. I'm not in a position in my life right now. The stakes are pretty high. The stakes are high. And it's been making me think, though, of the ways that we make commitments to ourselves and to other people. You know, whether it's like, oh, I'm going to commit to my spiritual path, and it's going to look like this. And then you fall off of it. It can, whatever. We all know the things. It can look a million different ways. But your word is your bond. You know, because I grew up real poor, my grandma, she was such a big influence on me. And there was this real emphasis in my childhood on, you may not have a lot, but what you have is yourself. And what you have is your word. And your word is your bond. It's as good as gold. So when people can trust your word and can trust you because you tell the truth, like that, that's going to hold way more weight. So yeah, it's just very two distinct, like, because they're also showing me someone waiting, people waiting on something because something has been promised. It's kind of like they're showing me an example. Now, this may apply to some of you, but it's more an example. But kind of like the classic alcoholic parent that makes promises, you know. Yeah, son. Yeah, my girl, I'll come get you this weekend. Yeah. I'm going to come get you this weekend. It's just going to be you and me. It's just going to be our weekend. You know, mom and dad isn't going to party. I'm going to come get you. I'll come pick you up, okay? After school, I'll come get you. And then you're waiting. And you're waiting and you're waiting. Ooh. I feel like for some of you, this is like a real thing. Yeah. You're not alone in this. I have a few of those moments in my life with an alcoholic parent waiting. But yeah, there seems to be a connection though for some of you who are in a current circumstance, because it's based off of hope. You really want to believe. You really want to believe that this person who's making you this promise, the person who says that they love you and that they're going to do right by you, but like they're not demonstrating it. And then once you know something, then it's your responsibility to do something about it. And there's this emphasis on the word waiting. Don't wait for anybody, ever. Like if they show up, great, bonus. But it's kind of, because it puts you into a pause, you know? It holds you into this kind of static state. And then you're just like anticipating. And then all of this static energy is like humming in anticipation, but it's never satiated. And then also all this time and life is happening. So I'm hearing, be mindful of who you make promises and commitments and oaths to if you know that you're not going to deliver. Or if you can't deliver. Or maybe you don't even think about it, but it's like making a ham sandwich. You're just like, whatever. Like your words are loose. You're like, oh, whatever. Like think about it. And then for those of you who have people in your life that have you waiting on something, because again, the lip service, they talk about it. They talk about it a lot. Chirp, chirp, chirp. The proof is in the pudding, isn't it? You know? So let's pull some cards on it. See where Spirit wants to go with this. Also, today's a very rainy, what I call like a classic, like if we were to listen to the rhythms, like the cycles and the rhythm, today is the type of day that you would get the wood stove stoked a little bit. You lay on the couch all day and you just, it's what I call the puppy pile, you know? If you happen to have someone around that you love, that you want to lay on the couch with, where it's just like you're not, it's the kind of day of not doing. That's why I went into the world and I tried to be productive, and I just thought, you know what? Oh, today's some horse nays. I'm not into this. So I was like, fuck it. I've done my very best, and now I need a baguette and 2 different types of hummus and some veggie pate and some eggs. Yeah. Sometimes it's all I can do, and then I fully intend to just lay on the couch and maybe read a book, give the cats a kiss. But I'm really seeing like 2 people, again, you know, and it doesn't have to be lovers. It could be like 2 best friends, siblings even, like just having a cuddle. Oh, we got some 4 of Wands, 2 of Swords, the Death, the High Priestess, and the Moon. Wow, that's a lot of cards. Normally I don't like that many, but whatever. Okay, well, yeah, I'm really feeling like feeling something deeply. The Moon. Oh, this High Priestess. Well, she looks comfortable. Yeah, she's got the vibe for today. I mean, her throne is a little bit stiff, but she does look comfy. Like, she's kind of got like a little bit of a High Priestess snuggie going on. You know what I mean? It's like things are kind of wrapped. Oh yeah, look. Yeah, it is soft. Like whatever she has wrapped gets a little bit fluffy down here. Ooh, and again, we're working with the blue and the purple. Yeah, she's got her slippers on. She's got her indoor slippers. High Priestess slippies. Yeah. Yeah, she's reading a book. That's exactly what I want to do today. I just want to like nap and fall asleep and then wake up, read a little bit, go back to sleep, eat some baguette, you know? But it is one of those days though that if you did have someone that you loved, it's the kind of day where, again, you don't have to talk a lot. It's just like a puppy pile. Okay, now we do have an end. Now, wow, this death card. Heads be rolling. Oh, are we gonna be cutting off the heads of the people, the false promises? Yeah, you need to make a decision about it to keep the home life happy. I suspect some people are gonna get choppy very soon. Okay, let's find out. Okay, so tell me about the moon. Let's clarify. Anything else you want to add to the moon? Queen of Swords. Ooh, speaking of getting choppy. Okay. Perhaps a truth, something's being illuminated. Yeah, what's being illuminated is that people, again, like to chirp, chirp, chirp with no substance. And then that brings out the Queen of Swords, where it's just like, don't waste my fucking time, you know? Like, that's the thing, when we're loose with our words, and we don't mean what we say, it's like, everyone's time is so valuable. If you don't intend on something, then just fucking set people free. Free of like a date or a plan that you had made, or like free of something, like whatever. There's so many ways that people promise stuff. Yep, someone's getting very choppy. Okay. Even this little lobster, he's ready too. He's got his little pincers. He's like, yeah, who's fucking around? Like he's ready to go. He may not have a fight, but he's like, you know what? He's in the spirit. He's like, what? He's like, false promises. Okay. Okay, well, tell me about this high priestess. She looks very comfortable. Oh god, I'd snuggle with her. Okay. The devil. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. The high priestess to the devil. Yeah, with that tongue, the devil's tongue kind of hanging out of her mouth there, and keeping these two kind of entwined, enslaved. Yeah, the high priestess, she's like, she's very non-plus about it, where she's just like, you know what? Yeah, she's just reading. She's like, if you guys want to be about that life, she's like, go ahead. Because I feel like, well, hold on, let's keep going. Okay, so let's clarify death, because then when I can see all the cards out there, we can get the real scoopies. The Five of Cups. Yeah, being left out in the fucking cold. Exactly. Off with their heads. I love it. It's a bit grim and bloody, but yeah. Either love me or leave me alone. Get out of here. Just like Jay-Z said. Exactly. Like, okay, what's the Two of Swords? Oops, too many. Okay, just one card, please. Two of Swords. Let's clarify. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, you need to make a decision because someone's keeping you in this like wounded warrior where you're just like a lot of deep sighs where you're just like, what the fuck is the point of this? And the Four of Wands is the Emperor. Okay. Oh boy. I'm almost wondering if there's two different energies, one on the top, one on the bottom. Yeah, in a way it almost... I feel like the moon is the high priestess. She's in her feelings. She's going within. And she's decided, off with their heads. I've made a decision. Enough is enough. Because she wants, again, keep the peace at home. Whatever the home is for her. And I feel like whoever's been not giving her any peace is this Queen of Swords to the Devil, to the Five of Cups, to the Nine of Wands, to the Emperor. Because in a way, I feel like this Queen of Swords is like, look what I can do. Again, all these promises. Look what I can do. Look how tough I am. Look, because her sword's down too. It's not like she's holding it upright. So I feel like there's this like, and she, in this moment, she kind of looks a little nasty, to be honest. And this High Priestess is like, oh yeah, okay, so you're saying like, look what I can do. So show us. What can you do? You're talking about all of these things that you can do. Like, so show us. Show me. And then they come out with their devil energy. And the High Priestess, even though she's very relaxed, because again, she has on her little indoor slippers. Those are her relaxing slippers. But even in her relaxed slipper state, yeah, she just took off all their heads. She was like, oh, you thought you were the Queen of Swords? You thought you were just going to come in here and waste my time while I was trying to have a nice relaxation station with my soft High Priestess snuggie and my slippers? No. So pretty immediate, pretty much like, you know what? We're done. And it's funny because it's like death comes before the Two of Swords. Like the Two of Swords was like, oh, should I have done that? And then it's like, yeah, absolutely I should have, because I'm preserving my peace. Wow. Yeah, this Queen of Swords. Yeah, and with death, with those heads coming off, that puts him in the Five of Cups. Oh, look who's crying now. Boo-hoo. Woe unto me. Yeah, I let my tongue hang out. You know, look at me. Look at all the things that I can talk about. Look at all the promise you the world, but not deliver on anything. And yeah, they get into a little wounded warrior spirit about it. Yeah, these little creeps always do. Okay, where I'm confused though is, why is the Emperor at the end? What's the Emperor about? What's going on with this? The Ace of Cups? What? Who are they offering it to? We got the Knight of Coins, Judgment. Is the Emperor? Well, the Emperor is looking at the Queen of Swords. Ugh. My guy, you don't want that Queen of Swords. The Three of Wands in the World. Oh, is this what they're offering? Yeah. I feel like this is their energy. The Queen of Swords is trying to act like a big boss emperor and is like, Cups of Love. Yeah, it's like the Ace of Cups and like the Knight of Coins and like the Three of Wands and like the world. Like they're promising like, yeah, like love, diamonds, all the ships coming in, the world. Like, I'm gonna give you the world. And it's like, again, I love her face. She's like, prove it. You've been talking about it. So like, when and where? Like, until you actually have something tangible or feasible or something interesting, other than your lips just moving again and again and again with your hot, stinky breath. Ooh, I love this High Priestess. Yeah, she's done. Okay. Let's find out what the High Priestess goes on to do with her time. I love this. She just got right to business. I love that for you, High Priestess. Okay, well, let's give a little shuff and see where the story goes, because we can see that the Queen of Swords is out. she was stupid enough to think that she could trick the High Priestess. Yeah. And everyone always thinks that if you're a High Priestess that you don't have the capabilities to chop off heads just like that. She was quicker than the Queen of Swords. Like, she went straight to the death card. It was just heads were rolling. Done. Quick and painless. Didn't even think about it. In fact, she went into the Two of Swords after making a decision. Was like, is that in my best interest? And then was like, yep, it was. Oh yeah, don't think twice. Okay, High Priestess. So High Priestess. Yeah, what do you want to say, High Priestess? I feel like you have all of my attention now. You have me locked in. Oh, and he's trying to peek out as the queen. So, yeah, I feel like High Priestess has been having to defend herself from this energy. Because really, that's what it is, essentially. Like, you're going to have to, when people show up with empty promises, yeah, you do have to defend. Because like I said, otherwise you're in this static state of hopefulness and excitement and, like, waiting. And then you start to give away your power because, like, even though it's so obvious, this person, yeah, Five of Swords. It's just the Five of Swords. It's just mental fuckery. Yep. Knight of Wands to the Devil again. Yeah, she does look a little bit crusty. Not gonna lie. She does not look like a friend. And what does she have tattooed on herself? Yeah, big snake. Yuck. And she has the spider tattoo, which I do believe in prison talk. When you have the spider web, it means that you've killed people. Yeah, I don't like this Queen of Swords. Fuck her. Yeah, and again, she's not an emperor. She's a page. A page of wands. A player. Young. Young in the emotions, not very developed, and very much a devil. Especially with this Five of Swords. Ay. Okay, well, what do you want us to know about who is this Queen of Swords energy? What's their goddamn business? Why are they showing up? Two of Coins. Well, they have the Scales of Justice right here. Well, they're definitely bringing in an imbalance. Okay, so who is this Queen of Swords to you people out there? Oh my god, we have Justice and the Ace of Wands. How interesting. Ooh, is this someone you're going through a divorce with? Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Hence why I was brought to tell that story about my ex with all their empty fucking promises. Oh, yeah, promises are so fucking boring. Honestly, like, at this point, I just want to tell everyone to be like, no words. No words, just actions. Nobody cares about your words. Everyone wants, like, action. Okay, well, let's go back. I am so uninterested in the Queen of Swords. Again, these gross, Josie Grossies, I don't really love hanging on their energy. I really like that High Priestess energy, which I do believe is you, collective. You look great. This is exactly the kind of day. I hope you're all in your little snuggies. I hope you're somewhere comfortable. I hope you have your own equivalent of a baguette and something delicious to snack on. A little charcuterie. Oh yeah, today's the type of day for charcuterie, tea, fires on the wood stove. I no longer have a wood stove right now, but I'll go back to having a wood stove soon, I am sure. Okay, High Priestess. Girl, what's going on for you? Because you just cut off some heads, so that looks great. Where are we at? Oh, yeah, Queen of Wands and Strength. There you go. There you go. That's what happens. You don't think twice. Yeah, you didn't think twice. You didn't ask yourself the question first. You just chopped off the fucking heads. You ended it. And now look at you. You're a badass babe. With that strength, some of you could actually be Leo. A lot of Leo vibes right here. Yeah, you are sexy, you're attractive, you're center stage, your strength personified. Yeah, like look at her. She has his whole mouth. She just like grabbed him by the snout. She's got him like this. That's the Queen of Swords right there. Just try to lie again to me now. Oh, what's that? It's hard to speak lies and to give empty promises when I'm like got your mouth cracked open with my fists. Yeah, mama. Oh, I love this. Yeah, there you are. You're on the bottom. Fuck yeah, girl. 10 of Swords below that with Judgment. Yeah, you're done with this shit in the Wheel of Fortune. But guess who's on the bottom? King of Cups. You know what I suspect? Here, let's keep them out. Yeah. King of Cups. You don't strike me as someone with empty words. Also because the cups, they're less word-based. They're more feeling-based. Oh, the Devil. What are you doing back out? The King of Wands. Oh my god, how many people are popping out here? Oh, well, you are very attractive. Oh, then we have a Hermit. Jesus. Okay, wait. I actually don't want too many energies. I want to focus on King of Cups. Who is this King of Cups that is looking at the beautiful High Priestess, Queen of Wands, Strength Lady person? What do you have to say about all of this? Oh, well, you're feeling passionate. You're attractive. Yeah, you're attracted. Okay. But what are your intentions? Are you going to be a real loser? Let's find out. Let's just try to save the High Priestess from any and all waste of time. Well, we have the King of Wands back out with the Hermit and the Emperor. Okay. Tell me more about all of this energy for this one person. Is it one person? I hope so, because I'm not going to read 20 people. Oh, yeah. So this person, okay, so this King of Cups, who is showing up as the Page of Wands, the King of Wands, the Hermit, and the Emperor, they have walked away and ended something as well. Look, they've cut off their person's heads too. Yeah, they said enough is enough. 8 of Cups, enough is enough of this shit. Oh, well, that's good. The two of you have a lot in common. You two can really connect over this, comparing some stories about which head came off the cleanest or the quickest. That's fun. Good for you two. Okay. Well. Whoops. Oh, yeah, we got the star just threw herself right out. And this is like my sexy star card, where I feel like it's a little bit provocative. The water is kind of in between her legs there. To me, seem to indicate some sexual healing. Okay. Well, now that we know who... Okay, let's put these cards back in. I'm just going to keep High Priestess out and with the King of Cups, because now we know, okay, so what's... High Priestess, how do you feel about this King of Cups? Because I feel like, yeah, the look on her face is perfect. I love it. It's not quite bitchy, but it's kind of just like, what? You know, like she's not fucking around. Okay. Well, High Priestess, what are your thoughts and feelings on this King of Cups? Whoa. There's some very intense energy hitting the right side there. Got a little bit dizzy there. Okay. Is this that devil energy? Oh, not my problem that you're a loser. Not my problem your heads were cut off. Go sort yourself out. Devil. Alright. So High Priestess, how do you feel about this King of Cups? King of Coins. Alright. You'd settle down with this guy. You'd go all in. What else? How else do you feel about him? The Queen of Coins. Oh, shit, Cinnamon. Okay, you were reticent. You were, like, not willing to dish, but look at you. Okay. So you see yourself as a divine counterpart. That this is your match. Oh, yeah, well, with that death card, like I said, you have so much to cut, where you're like, yeah, that is your match. Because you're like, oh, if someone is willing to walk away and cut off some fucking heads, that's probably my person. Okay, hold on. Let's see, are there any feelings, though? Getting into some, like, feelings? The Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Big feelings. Dream come true. Okay. Okay, so King of Cups. How do you feel about the High Priestess? And you better show up correct, because you know what's coming for you. Like the Praying Mantis, your head will be off with those other heads. Seven of Wands to Justice to the Nine of Coins. Okay, so I feel like this King of Cups is ready to, again, it's not lip service. They're going to show up and start swinging clubs. They're going to defend you, protect you. Like, it's action-based, right? There's no talking with the Seven of Wands. You're not talking about it. You're, like, swinging clubs. Yeah, they want to be the Justice. And they're not going to talk about it. They're just going to show you. And see, look, her sword is upright, not like that Queen of Swords. And she is a beautiful goddess. Yeah. Okay. And then we have the Nine of Cups to the Nine of Coins. So both of you are single and ready to mingle, but you're both wish fulfillment to one another. Very nice. Okay, so, do you guys know each other or what? Is this someone from the past, someone new, someone old? What do we got? The Sun and the Hanged Man. Well, I like in the Sun that there's two. It's not really indicating whether it's new or old, but even in the Hanged Man, there's two roses. Okay, well, one of you's been in the Five of Cups, so I think this is part of the delay. But then we have Judgment again, and see, look, someone's getting blasted. I love when the Judgment card is just blasting at one person, and this to me is like a phone call. So someone's either getting blasted with a message of love, Five of Coins to the Knight of Coins. Oh. Well, you know what? The High Priestess, she has the Nine of Cups. So I'm going to put the Five of Cups. No, they're saying to do opposite. Okay, so the Five of Coins being emotionally, or not emotionally, that's the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is going to go under the King of Cups. The Five of Coins is going to go under the High Priestess. And this Knight of Coins, I don't know. We'll put it back in. Okay. Well, the Sun is great. I mean, it does show. And look, she's wrapped him in her little snuggie, the High Priestess. That's like her little High Priestess snuggie. They're looking good. Okay. Okay, so what's the outcome here? too distracted. Oh boy. Okay. So what's the outcome for these two? What's the outcome of this relationship? So it looks nice, but like, is it nice? Ten of Wands. Oh, the Ten of Wands to the Four of Wands. Okay, so it's an end of burdens for both. Thank God. Thank Goddess. And it looks like we're just going to go straight into marriage. Okay. Is there anything else you want to add to this? I think we're done. I'm tired. I need to take a nap. Oh, Page of Cups. That to me seems like a little kiddo. Yeah, that's a kid you're going to make together. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now I hear kids. Yeah. There's a few kids out there, so maybe you're going to have a lot of babies. That's nice. Puppy pile. That's what I'm saying. Nothing better than a puppy pile. All your loved ones. Today would be the perfect day for a puppy pile. Everyone just, you play hooky. Maybe the kids don't go to school today. All of you, you stay in bed. You order a pizza, you watch some movies, you just nap, you just have a nice time. I don't know. Okay. One last card. What else? Anything? Okay, well that was a lot. Okay, well, no. Just one card, please. Just one last card to send us all back to where we need to go today. For me, it's that couch over there. Seven of Cups. Yeah, something just feels like a continuous dream, a fantasy or illusion. Probably is. Because when it's real, when it's the real deal, it shows up like the real deal, you know? And you'll know the difference. So get into that High Priestess energy. Off their heads. I love that. I love that the Two of Swords came out after the Death card. She didn't think about it. Off of their heads, and then was like, I wonder if I did the right thing. Oh, I did. Perfect. All right, well, collective, it's been a slice. Happy napping. I'm so excited. I'm just gonna go, yeah, have a delicious nap.